Things were moving so fast, and now they kind of feel like they are standing still. So, what's up with that? What is up with that? Starting here, huh? Let's see. Let's start here. Just a little bit. All right. Okay. Haha, play. All right. Things were moving so fast. Our progress was so fast. And yeah, it just feels like things are stuck. Getting a little sticky, huh? Things are getting a little sticky. Okay. One more, even though my hands don't want to do that. Okay. There we go. What's up with that? What's up with being stuck after so much speedy progress? What was that? These two? You know what? I'm not taking guesses here. We're not guessing here. After this much certainty we've had recently, it's part of... Okay, that's part of the stuckness right now, is that there has been so much certainty recently. And now that things have slowed down, they almost feel uncertain. They're not uncertain, they're just slower. Allowing time and space for more presence. Okay. Okay. I'm actually seeing right here, X marks the spot. You are where you're supposed to be. Let's see. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. Look at that. Of all of the places that you could be, you're right where you're meant to be. Your guidance is divinely guided. You are here for a reason. In this time, in this place, for a reason. And the best thing that you can do is say yes. A full yes to being right where you are. And embracing it. And finding the magic that is here in this now moment. Gosh, so much Egyptian influence in this card. Things were fast. Now they're slow. What's up with that? Speaking of Egyptian, we'll go here. Ancient Egyptian Tarot. Okay. Oh, the last ones were a little sticky. These are a little slippery. Oh, they feel good though. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what this means. Oh my gosh, this literally just came out. 3 of Coins, 3 of Pentacles. Okay, this just came out in the last reading that I did. So, taking action for sure. Especially here. It's slow. It feels like it's slow, but progress is still being made. You know, the wheel is still turning. And with Mars up here, that's very like go get it energy. So yeah, the wheel is still turning. It may feel like things are stagnant, but they're not. Progress is still being made. Action is still being taken. Sideways. Ooh, okay. Okay. Very particularly fell out sideways. The pyramids, which is the tower. So we're right in the middle of a tower moment, right? It's not this way, okay? The tower isn't just all crumbling down right now. I mean, it kind of has been, but we're past this initial crumble and we're not yet to the rise up above it, but we're right here. And so as that tower fell, as the pyramids fell, that felt rapid because things fall rapidly. They don't rebuild quickly though. You know? And it feels slow. That rebuilding feels slow. I see you. I see you. Oh, and the Chariot of Osiris. Exactly. Things are moving. The wheel is turning. All right. We've got the Sun and Gemini over here. So we're looking at multiple sides of things. We're shining light on both sides of things now, not just one. And we're letting our intuition guide us now. In the past, we tried to control. So much control in the physical world. And now we're learning it's our energy that we have control over, not the physical. So we're letting our intuition drive us as we continue this action. Even though things feel slow, they are still moving. Put that over there. Wow. So many. We're just going to do a quick rundown, all right? The world may feel like it's upside down, but look at that, the Ace of Wands. Okay, look, it might feel like the world is upside down. It might feel like the sun is a little bit not shining, you know? It's a little bit, I want to say eclipsed by the world, but I don't think that works. So it might feel like the world is upside down, but it's not. Look at this. You've got, whoa, okay, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries energy, right? So looking at the big picture, having the confidence to just step out and do things and to go all in on it, you know, to take that initial action, to take that jump confidently. It's almost looking like an arrow, even though it's a wand, right? So you want to shoot straight, aim right at that target. But what you've got here, what you're aiming with, what you're finally, you know, again, putting on this arrow is something you're passionate about. Something that fills you, something that lights you up. You know, with the wand being the fire energy, something that lights you up. And doing that will help to turn the world the other way around. And then here with Temperance, I mean, this is you connecting to your higher self. Part of why your world feels upside down right now with the wings and the wings, you know, is that you are not fully connecting into your higher self the way that you should. And so, of course, it feels like there's no action being taken. So much of that action that's going on is inside right now. It's internal. And if we just sit and go within, you'll start to realize how much is still being transferred right now, transmuted between your higher self and you. And again, the sun still shining. And we've got Scorpio energy too, right? So that's that water coming through. And I always notice the bright yellow in this cup here. You need to pour into your higher self as much as your higher self pours into you. In the Seven of Wands reversed, there's no real battle here. With this Mars energy, there's no real battle here. You think that there's a battle, but there's not. What you're fighting with it's no longer the way of things. That's why it's reversed, you know. Again, with the tower, things have crumbled. We're in a rebuilding phase. Okay. So that was just a lot that came out over here. Let's see. There we go. Back to this deck. see a little bit more here. Things feel slow, but they're not. Can we get a little more insight on that? Thinking about the moon cards. I feel you. I feel you. Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Because if you want things to get moving, sometimes you've got to take charge on that movement yourself. Especially if you want them to get moving in a certain particular direction. You at least have to, step up and lead yourself into the direction that you want to go. Really tune into your higher self and see what that is. I'm seeing the shape that her arms are in right here. The shape that the charioteer's arms are in. Again, no hands on the reins. Letting our intuition guide us into where it is that we're supposed to be stepping up to lead. And understanding that our guidance is divinely guided. So whenever we tune into our internal guidance, we're tuning into our higher selves. The wings and the wings. Oh my goodness. This is exactly how we give into our higher selves as much as they give into us. Tune in to what your higher self is calling you to do. You can be a priestess in anything. If you're good at cooking, be a priestess in a chef-related field. If you're good at painting, be a priestess in an art-related field. Just do it for yourself. It's like you already are that, and all you're doing is proving it to yourself that you are. Just through trying and trying and trying again and not giving up. That's how you prove it to yourself. Even if you fail, the only real failure is not trying. So as long as you attempt whatever it is you feel like you're being called to do, and you keep trying, especially if it feels right, one day it's going to click. That light is really going to shine. Okay, well, I pulled out the moon deck, but I kind of am feeling drawn to this one. Show. Let's see. How are you being called to step up and lead? And things might seem slow right now as we rebuild, but as soon as things are rebuilt, progress is going to pick right back up quick again. That's internal, that's external, that's everything, How are we being called to step up and lead ourselves? How are we being called to connect to this priestess energy inside of us? Ooh, Green Tara, healing light. Wellness unfolding and knowing that healing is a journey. Part of stepping into that healing energy, part of stepping into that priestess energy is understanding that every single moment that we are in has the ability to heal us. And us being fully present in that moment offers us the ability to heal others just by being present with them. And healing is a journey, right? So this crumbling, as I was saying, internal and external. The crumbling still has to happen. The tower, the pyramids still have to fall. But we're rebuilding. And that's part of this. And it's part of the unfolding. Also with the unfolding is Akasha. That is unfolding. I mean, it's always there, but it's basically an ever unfolding story that we can all connect to. Actually, I'm going to read about her from the book. Okay, let's see. The story goes that Tara, whose name means star, is an aspect of, a word I cannot pronounce, Avalokiteshvara, the deity of compassion, who, looking at the earth, cried tears over all those experiencing challenges and pain. His tears of compassion became a great river from which rose a lotus, and from that lotus, Tara was born. She has many forms in different colors, and green Tara brings the light of protection and safety with her. Green Tara is one of the most loved and respected female deities in many Buddhist traditions, and is well regarded by many spiritual practitioners across the world. Born of pure compassion, she is there to assist all those moving from suffering to wholeness. Your message. The blessings of Tara are surrounding you now, and you are being guided to know that healing isn't linear, but more like a spiral. When you set the intention to heal, the intention itself initiates a pathway that is similar to a spiral. At times, you will feel like you are overflowing with vitality, and at others, you will feel drained. There it is. Things were moving fast. Now they're moving slow. There may even be moments where you feel you are revisiting something you thought you would overcome. But this revisiting is actually an opportunity to see how far you've come on the road to recovery and wholeness. Right now, the spiritual energies that surround you are creating space, pathways, and doorways for you to move closer to the truth that you are whole, healed, and complete. Don't let fears or limitations get between you and the miracles that you have experienced and the miracles that are yet to happen. This is a journey to fearlessness and liberation, and you are closer to freedom than ever. Take the next step. Oh, take the next step to step up and lead. Literally just step into your light. Let it shine from within. I feel like that very well rounds out the fact that things felt like they were moving at warp speed, and now they almost feel like they have come to a crashing halt, but they haven't. We are where we are, and that is divinely guided. The wheels are still turning. Action is still being taken, even if it feels stagnant. Literally, our intuition is guiding us forward now as we're in this moment of rebuilding, this moment of recouping from the tower that we've experienced. The world feels like it's upside down, but it's really not. We have everything that we need to move forward from a place of passion, with the fire energy of the wands. Do what lights us up for that healing light. Connect to our higher self as much as they connect to us. Understand that so much of what we feel like we're fighting isn't even real. Maybe it's only real because we're making it real, because we're choosing to fight it. And if you stop fighting it, you realize it doesn't even exist. Not in your own reality. Not around you. How can you step up and lead? By stepping into every single moment and knowing that every single moment is healing you. Sometimes it feels fast, sometimes it feels slow, but all of it is allowing you to step into this, to step up into healing, to step up into what lights you up. Even when things feel stuck, we still have to lead and move forwards. We can't stop. Things don't just stop. They just feel stagnant after how quickly they've been moving lately. Okay, I'm going to leave this here. Thank you.